When Jason Miller was 19 years old, almost everyone believed he would fail in life. Not because he was a bad person, not because he didn't try, but because everything he touched seemed to fall apart. In school, Jason was always the quiet one. The student teachers rarely noticed, the one classmates didn't take seriously, and the one people whispered about. Jason, someone once said in class, he'll never make it. A few students laughed, others simply agreed. But the worst moment came during his final year of school. Jason still remembered that day clearly. The classroom, the desks, the sound of students talking. His teacher was handing back exams. When she reached Jason's desk, she stopped. She looked at his paper, then looked at him, and said something he would never forget. "Jason, I think you should be realistic about your future." The room became quiet. Then someone laughed, then another. Soon half the classroom was smiling. Jason looked down at his desk. He felt something heavy in his chest. Not anger, not embarrassment, something worse, doubt. That day, Jason walked home slowly. Cars passed, people talked, life moved forward, but Jason kept hearing the same words in his head. Be realistic about your future. For the first time in his life, Jason started wondering if everyone was right. Maybe he really wasn't good enough. Maybe some people were simply meant to fail. Days passed, then weeks. Jason stopped trying as much. Why work hard if people already believed you would fail? One evening, Jason was sitting in his small room, scrolling through his phone, watching videos of successful people, entrepreneurs, athletes, inventors, people who seemed confident, people who seemed unstoppable, people who looked nothing like him. Jason sighed, then said something quietly to himself. They are different. They are talented. I'm not like them. But then something happened. A short video appeared on his screen, an old interview. A man was talking about failure. The man said something simple, something Jason had never thought about. People call you a failure when you stop trying, but if you keep going, you're just someone who hasn't succeeded yet. Jason paused the video. He stared at the screen, and suddenly something inside him shifted. What if failure wasn't permanent? What if failure was just practice? That night, Jason made a quiet decision, not a dramatic one, not something anyone else would notice. He decided he would try again, but this time he would not try to impress anyone. He would only try to improve himself, one step at a time, every day. The next morning, Jason woke up earlier than usual, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. He started learning new skills, reading, practicing, studying things school had never taught him. At first, it was frustrating, slow, confusing. Sometimes he felt stupid, but he remembered the sentence from the video. You're only a failure when you stop trying. So Jason kept going, day after day, week after week, month after month. No one noticed, no one applauded, no one believed in him. But something was happening, slowly, quietly. Jason was changing. He became more disciplined, more focused, more confident, not because people praised him, but because he saw his own progress. Years passed. Jason eventually started his own small business. Nothing impressive at first, just a small idea, a small risk. The beginning was difficult, many mistakes, many sleepless nights, many moments when quitting felt easier. But Jason had learned something important. Success is not about never failing. Success is about refusing to stop. Slowly, his business began to grow. Customers appeared, then more customers, then opportunities. One day, Jason was invited to speak at a local school, a small motivational talk, nothing big, just a simple event for students. Jason walked into the classroom, and suddenly something felt familiar. The desks, the walls, the silence. Then she saw her, his old teacher, sitting in the back of the room, watching quietly.
Jason smiled, not with anger, not with pride, just with understanding, because now he knew something his younger self did not. People will often judge your future based on your present. They will decide your limits before you discover your strength, but their opinions are not your destiny. Jason looked at the students in front of him and said something simple. Many people will tell you what you can't do. Sometimes they will laugh, sometimes they will doubt you. He paused, then continued. But the only opinion that truly decides your future is the one you choose to believe. Because the difference between a failure and a success story is often just one decision, the decision to keep going.